Okay, so you are now going to head off to your journey. Now you do have another Trailblazer, so Trailblazer gives you, or Tracker, I believe is what it is, correct, Moko?
Hmm.
Tracker knows the secrets of following the trail, but they don't have experience in with strange creatures and exotic locales. Make for great hunter. Track. When a tracker is given time to study a trail while making camp, when the camp is broken, they can follow the trail to the next major change in terrain, travel, or weather. Guide. Tracker leads you away automatically. You automatically succeed any perilous journey of distance and rations lower than the tracker's skill. So let's see. This is a. I'm actually going to determine how many days this is going to be by this. So
One day.
it's
Enroll
35 miles to the Hawthorns, which is actually really a 2 day drive.
drive.
You know what I mean?
Hike.
Yeah. So this is a 2 day trip. So I'll give you an option, Moko. You can remove the protector and the priest and give it a 3 tracker, which will allow you to do it and you succeed. But that's all he's going to be really good for.
Getting us there. That's all I need him for.
Okay, so his Chet Manley's only ability is Tracker 3.
Okay, so now I just roll for his tracker 3.
No, you automatically succeed in whatever perilous journey for distance wise. So I think it's the not the quartermaster, but the trailblazer automatically a plus 12 for somebody. You guys already have that 3 tracker. So he's now done. Okay, so you guys are heading out. Go ahead and please roll a who's gonna be the quartermaster and who is gonna be your scout.
I'll be my scout since everyone else has got stuff. So what I roll? Roll.
Can the
D6.
NPCs be? The NPCs
The
are.
NPCs don't have actual stats, but because Chet Manley is a 3 tracker, you automatically succeed in the perilous journey for your trailblazing.
Tracker's what, Con?
It's wisdom. It's everything's wisdom with perilous journey.
Okay.
All right. Well, I want to be a scout.
There we go. So I rolled a 7.
All right. Well, never mind then.
It's fine. You both actually have the same stat modifier, so you can be the quartermaster.
No, I have a +2.
Oh, you have a +2 now. Ha!
I will be the quartermaster then.
I'll allow it this one time, but next time you call it out, that's what you are. So a 9 and a 7, so it doesn't make a difference. It's fine. It's actually not a bad. Those are fine rolls. So, in your, I really wish I would stop closing this stupid thing out.
Stop closing this stupid thing out.
I gotta pop it out. That's why.
I'm just chilling with Jan Janssen, doing nothing.
On a sim
being
night, each
useless.
performs a roll as expected. The normal number of rations are consumed. The journey takes about as long as expected. So it's going to cost you 3 rations to get there. Or sorry, 2 rations to get there. So minus off 2 rations for each of you. You don't spot any trouble along the way. And I'm actually going to... No, I won't do that one yet.
Alright, during this time, I'm going to talk to the 2 lumberjacks about how we need to toughen up this this bar and make him more tough.
Yes, he does seem quite scrawny, says Jan.
He's too soft. He'll never survive.
Chet is, yes, we must toughen him up, make him bulky, like Lumberjack.
Yes, make him strong. Like a lumberjack.
Right, little Bard, he's like kind of like rubs your head because you're shorter than him. That's right. Toughen you up. Alright, so you make it to Mori City, which I will now add to your map, I believe. GM overlays section. Let me select, please. Boom. Boom. Advanced.
Hey man, I'm playing to the bond. Playing to the bond.
I didn't say anything.
He's
You're
fine
like,
with it.
uh-huh.
I would have
No,
that.
I said, yeah, that was 3 burly lumberjacks talking about toughening me up. Yeah, is about all I can say.
Okay, so you travel to Mori City, which is to the south of Hawthorne's Barrow, at about a 2-day distance. It's out and by a lake, and once you arrive, I have a map for myself, but you guys don't have a map because...
We didn't have to fight anything or anything like
No,
that?
you didn't run anything on the way. It was pretty simple.
Uneventful.
Nice, simple one to get to. Not super far. You've already kind of gone through the tired ash wilds, and Chet's used to it since it's the woods, and that's where they hunt, and they chop down their lumber.
Yes, lumberjacks.
Lumberjacks. Okay, so you make it to Mori City, and when you get there, let me pull up my info I have for this, actually.
Pull up town map.
I have not pulled a town map up for you guys. I'm actually going to do this without a town map for you.
What?
When you arrive there, It is a ghost town. Literally, you walk in, all you see is, let me pull them up, find it, where'd it go? 4-1. That's why I haven't found it yet.
I imagine this is during the day, correct?
It is during the day. You guys have reached there. It's a 2-day trip, so I guess actually technically you would have taken a night rest, and I forgot to do that, so that's my fault.
Whatever. Everybody has full HP.
We'll do it next time. You come up to a town. It has, on one side, you see a dock with your normal shipping area. It's a pretty small town. You have your mayor house. You have, there's like a general store, but there's no like market. A small town square.
And there's nobody here.
There is nobody there that you can see.
I'm going to yell out Gary's name, like, Gary, where are you?
Okay, and
I don't think that's it.
and more, you actually hear, you get no response. There's not really a move for me to make during that point. So, what do you guys want to do?
God
No,
damn it, Gary!
Wait, you said there's a marketplace?
There's
And it's a ghost town.
there's not a marketplace. It's like
Oh.
you have a
A
general
general
you have a
store?
general
Oh,
store.
general store. Okay.
You have the town square, which is to the far west side of town. It's only maybe like a 3 or 4 block town. It's not a huge town. Let's go with that. You have a dock with a little like some boats for the river area for fishing up to the north side of it, like on the map how it looks. To the east of the docking area is where the mayor's house would be. And there is no inn in this. This is a very small, it's almost village-like.
I want to discern realities on
Okay.
like the
I
front.
too will do the same thing.
So are you going to like discern realities? Discern realities, kind of how I reread it, is you're taking your time to like search through a bunch of things. Are you going to search like a certain area, or are you going to search the town? What are you doing? With it?
I'm gonna check the front gates, and then I'm gonna go inside and look around like that general area, like where where people would usually enter. I'm gonna discern realities around there and just check around. Hopefully,
Okay. Go ahead and you roll your discern realities for me first, Bartok.
I rolled discern realities as well, but I don't see the question under basic moves.
They're there. Keep scrolling
That's all
down.
the way at the top.
Yeah, it's like the last. It's the last one.
Oh, discern realities. What happened here recently?
Hold on.
Damn
I'm
it!
gonna have Bartok ask first. When
Yeah,
you,
that's what I was gonna ask.
when you study a situation or person, go ahead and you choose one question with your 9.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what happened here recently.
What happened here recently?
Yes.
From what you can tell, there's no there's no signs of life for at least the last week, and that it's not like the people packed up and left. It's like there's food on the tables, there was fish in the market, they're just gone.
No weapon marks.
No
on
weapon
anything?
marks on any. You may see a couple little scratches here and there on doors, but other than that, there's nothing you can see. It's literally like as if everybody just vanished at once, almost in a sense.
All right.
Moko,
Weird.
what question do you want to ask?
What is about to happen?
What is about to happen? You are about to run into someone you know.
I'm about to run into somebody I know.
Someone you know.
Oh, wonderful! I'm okay with that.
That's what's about to happen. So, Soren, before anything else happens, is there anything you wish to do? Do you wish to discern realities also?
Sure, why not?
Sure. Do you want to do a specific area, or what do you want to do?
So you said it's like a 4 block, so it's like a 2x2.
It's like 3 blocks. It's like 3 or 4 blocks wide by like 3 or 4 blocks
Oh, okay.
tall. So it's more like a 4x4. You know, there's maybe like 3 or 4 houses on each
The-
block.
How far is the mayor's house from where we are?
Where you are, it's mapped the right direction again for myself. You're coming in from this side. The mayor's house is actually just north of you. Pretty much the gate is, you have the gate. This is a normal like iron gate. It was open. You know, they weren't like closed off trying to prevent people from getting in. And then if you take the street right up to the right, it's right there. Nice. It's not a mansion, but it's a nice big home. Probably the biggest
So
one in the town.
that's where I'd like to discern reality, but I don't want to go too far ahead of the party.
Do you wish to ask the party to come with you?
Yeah.
You got lumberjacks with you, man. Don't worry.
You got Chet and Yun. So, okay, you head over that way with, I'm assuming, everybody. And go ahead and you guys go into the mayor's house. Is what- So you don't get to ask any questions. As you're opening the door to the mayor's house, you hear, "Wait! Wait!
Mark experience.
Don't go in!" Yes, please, mark experience. And you turn around, Moko, and you realize that you've seen this person before.
Okay.
It's Henry.
Oh, Henry, my good man. How have you been?
I'm good. Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
Are one of them in there?
Yes, one of them are in there.
Oh, my goodness. What should we do,
One
Hen?
I question. I'm like, Abraham, what's them?
This is outside your realm of influence, my friend. Don't you worry about it. Me and Henry will take care of it.
That's right, boys. This is not. This is hunter business. You don't need to worry your little head. You want to follow and see, but you aren't gonna like what you find.
All right, I'm following Henry's lead.
Okay.
Because Henry is almost like my master mentor. So I would follow his lead.
Okay. And he goes, as you guys are, you aren't at the mayor's house yet. He walks with you and he goes, "Abraham, what are you doing down here on this first floor?"
Hey, man, I don't know how I got here. I just woke up one day and I was here. No clue. But I'm following the rules that you set out for me for hunting. So I figured I'd purge it one at a time on my way back.
It's a good answer. Good answer. Well, there's only a couple. I've taken care of most of the nest, at least as far as I know, in this town. They've been using this town actually from what I understood, to gather recruits. And they actually had me come out here to go take care of the den. Came back to town. There was nobody here when I got back. And then I found that one. He ran into the mayor's house.
Oh my goodness, we got some problems.
We do. I don't know what they're doing, but it's time we find out. So if we can, let's try not to take this. Let's take this one alive for at least a short period of time, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Until we can rectify the situation.
Okay. So
Accent ready.
you guys walk up. Henry pushes the door open, and you just hear that, and then nothing. You hear no noise, no nothing at all. What do you guys do, party-wise, everybody?
What do we
Brace for an attack.
describe the room?
You open up the door. The first thing you see is those big, fancy stairs you see like the old colonial times, with the banisters that come down and wrap at the bottom.
Okay.
Going upwards, and upstairs it's completely dark, so it's kind of just because all the windows are shut completely. So there's no light in the house, and except for little cracks of sunlight beaming in. There is on the right side a colonial-looking couch with a little coffee table with tea that was actually set out. That's still there, just cool and probably not very appetizing after a week. On the left, you see the kitchen. Like you have the stairs, and then a little bit of like the inway, and then the kitchen's doors over that side. That's open.
I'm assuming this is a dangerous area because we were warned by Henry not to go alone.
Acceptable. Okay.
I'm gonna ask Henry. Henry, is everyone gone?
I haven't seen anybody. I was walking back just because I went back to the den to check and see if I missed one or something, which very well possible I did. I came back and I saw that vampire run in, so there may be more here. There could be nobody. I don't know what happened.
Let's do the sensible thing and just burn the house down. It'll have to come out at some point, and we'll be ready for it.
That's not a bad idea.
Into the darkness where they have the advantage.
Okay.
Vampires.
That's not a bad idea, but I don't got that kind of wood or that kind of. I don't have any way to start that kind of fire.
I got a torch. It's just a matter of gathering some tinder, and we can just burn the shit down.
Are there drapes that we can burn?
If only we had a tapestry or something to burn.
There are drapes, but they're inside the house, and you'd have to like go inside to grab them.
Okay,
I'm going.
Are you inside the house right now, by the way?
You guys just open the door. That's all you've done. And I know Soren wanted to search for traps, I believe.
Yeah.
So if you want, go ahead and make that roll. 9. What is
Does he have
the
to say
ability?
where?
Hold one. I gotta ask one of the three. Is there a trap here? What does the trap do, or what else is hidden here?
There are
And
no
I'm gonna.
traps in the
Yeah, so that's
living,
what.
like the entryway / living room to the right side.
Okay.
At all that you can see. That you specifically can see, because I'm assuming you're not gonna. Are you gonna walk in there and actually look around for traps, or are you just like peering in?
Just yeah, just from what we can
From
see,
what you
like,
can see, there
and
are no traps that are visible to you.
alright, I'm gonna relay that to the party.
Wonderful. I'm going to talk to Rudy. Rudy, go fetch me one of them drapes so we can light this house on fire.
Okay, and is Rudy going into the living room, or where is he going?
Rudy's going to unpot himself and run over to the drapes and tear them down. And then
Okay.
bring it right back to me as soon as he can.
All right, hold on, because I'm making a move now, boy. So as Rudy runs into the house,
I'm ready to throw my axe too, just to let you
mm-hmm.
know.
Well, you'll have your opportunity. He, as soon as he reaches in, he has got to go, around the corner from the door to grab the drapes, obviously, so you can still see if you're peeking in. I'm not gonna say you're not gonna see
Yeah.
him. So he goes
Keep an eye
in
on
and
Rudy.
he grabs at one of the drapes and starts to pull it down. And as he starts to pull it in, you hear this, and it charges towards Rudy because it's not gonna let these drapes fall because it's not gonna let the sunlight in. So you have an option. It's going to charge at Rudy and try
Okay.
to pretty much prevent it from doing what it's doing, which could potentially cut it in half because it's a little itty bitty thing.
Okay.
You yourself can charge in and tackle the vampire to prevent him from dealing damage to him, but you will force yourself to defy danger to dodge his attack.
I will attack that vampire because that's what I was trained to do, is kill all vampires.
Okay.
But
Well,
then they don't do that.
also Henry, as an NPC, guys, is going to have a 3 warrior, 2 protector, because Henry's pretty strong.
Awesome.
He will have a 1 priest and a 1 burglar.
All right, so I'm going to have Henry help me out on this too, because Henry would naturally help me out.
Okay. He's going
So
to. Is Henry then tackling him with you then?
Yeah, we're both going after this fucking thing.
Okay, so go ahead and take a. Let's see.
Defy danger?
You're going to defy danger with the hireling and his. What ability? The protector buff.
So
Get
strength?
+1. You may take +1. But if you
So
do
strength?
not get it. Yes. Are you going to. Yeah, you're powering through because you're pretty much tackling the guy.
Oh,
Well,
it's happening.
So you and Henry just charge and pin and hit this guy, and because of Henry, he grabs the head of the vampire and shoves it back, preventing it from biting you in the shoulder as you do this. It's snapping at you both, but you now have it pinned. What do you do?
All right. I'm going to grab it by the hair, hold it down, and we're going to start questioning him.
Okay, so you're gonna pin him. Okay, I'll allow you to ask questions to it. It's still going to try to bite at you each time, after each question. So you'll roll defy danger after each question.
I'm
Acceptable?
holding its hair down. My knee is pinned on one of its arms, and I've got my axe ready to cut its head off in case it pisses me off.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a discern realities.
Discern
I
reality.
still don't really work, and I will.
You know
that's
what?
fine. Go ahead and do that. You may
You know
ask.
I walk in and I talk to this thing, charming and open,
Okay.
and I ask, "Who do you serve?"
It looks at you with its bloodshot eyes and goes, "The White Wolf." And the White Wolf is WIGHT, not as in a white version.
The white?
The White Wolf, and it looks at you, Abraham, and goes, "You know it. You failed to kill it."
Now, mind you, you can ask me a question. Does it want to?
What question does it want to ask? Let's take a look here. I want to see my options. And that's charming and open, correct?
Yes. So, whom do you serve? What do you wish I would do? How can I get you to blank? What are you really feeling right now? And what do you most desire?
Okay,
You can ask one
it
of-
asks you that question. As it does, its eyes kind of just glow and asks you, "What do you most desire?"
To find my father.
Okay. Father. He goes, "Good luck with that."
He told me everything I need to know, so I'm gonna chop its head off.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, you make it's pinned down, so go ahead and roll your damage.
I'm just gonna roll a hack and slash. We'll take whatever the damage is.
13. Well, wait.
You took out the damage for the
I took out the damage so that way you have to actually roll.
just
Yeah.
be like, boop, and cut its head clean off.
No, you still gotta roll the. Okay, you can have the one. You still gotta roll because I don't. You may not actually kill it with one hit.
Really?
Point proven. Now,
Henry can help me with this.
okay, yes. So add Henry's damage to it. So that's a plus 3 for Henry. So you actually did 4 damage. So to that creature, you cut at it, but you don't cut. What is going on here? Yeah, he heals 4. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you deal 4 damage. So as you strike down, it actually slides its head slightly to the side, and you only nick its neck. And it screams at you and takes another bite towards you. What do you do, Moko?
I'm going to take its hair and just like shove it back down and say, "Answer my fucking questions. Where is everyone?"
And it looks at you. Actually, roll a hack and slash first, and I'll give you your answer. 7. It looks at you and goes, "You'll never find them." And it takes a bite. So please roll a. This is gonna hurt 2d8, or sorry, just d8 plus 5.
Wow. Slash roll
D8 plus 5.
plus 5.
Does he have a vampire
That's
disease?
perfect damage on myself every time.
Don't worry, you got armor, right? You got extra armor.
Oh yeah, I do. Got 3 arms.
Meg.
And it sucks out some of your blood at the same time.
That little piece of shit.
So, Tim, you see this happen. You see him ask this question, shove the vampire down, and then it reaches up and bites him. What do you do?
I take out my rapier and I go to shove it right to its head and pin its head into the ground with the rapier.
Okay, roll a hack and slash. If you do, you won't deal. Maybe I'll let you deal. You'll deal half damage and pin it to the ground. If you successfully do this.
Roll 2d. I'm doing dex, right? It's still
Yes,
dex?
yes, it's still dex.
2d6. Damn it.
So you go to stab at its head, and you miss, and just stabs into the floor. The vampire then just looks at you, and his eyes start to glow, and you hear in your head to pull Henry off, and you're compelled to pull him off now.
Oh no, you asshole! You got shot.
I have a -1 strength, so even if I do go to pull him off, I doubt I'll do it. Oh yeah, I need
If he thinks you're a problem.
I need to mark 1 XP.
So yes, as you go to pull Henry off and you throw him off, the vampire now is a free arm, Moko, and goes to slash at you. What do you do?
I am going to try to grab that arm, and then do kind of a move to arm bar it into place, and like make sure its head is underneath, like its head is right next.
You're trying to grapple it so it's like its face is on the ground, like pinned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Go ahead and roll
Sure.
it's your choice. You can roll a hack and slash for it. You won't deal any damage, or you may defy danger, and I guess it'll be powering through. So either way, you can roll your strength.
All right, I'm just gonna roll that.
7. So you can do that, but if you do, the vampire's going to get another bite before his head gets pinned down.
Okay.
Or you can let him go and take no damage.
Fuck that. Fuck this asshole. This asshole's getting pinned to the ground. What do I gotta roll again?
A D8 plus 5.
Slash roll 1d8
Rest in
plus 5.
I can't
get
believe you're doing-
-3. Well, I'm out. These bitches.
Start
Okay.
playing tag.
No, wait, your armor. Wouldn't you?
Armor would absorb this, too.
9.
So
Nine.
you have...
9 HP of 7, so now I'm at negative something.
Well, hold on, because you took... From the original 13, you ignored 3 armor, so you
10.
took 10.
Yeah, that put me down to 7.
Were you using Henry, and you used Henry, right? To help block? So that would have been another 2.
Okay, so that
That's
gives
8. That would have been 8 damage on the first one.
9.
No, for 13 minus 5
I have
would
9
have been 8.
total HP is what I'm talking about. I have 9 total HP.
So when you were at 17, right? You took 8.
Yeah,
You'd be at
if
9.
I took 3
Plus
off
3.
the
So you
one-
took exactly the amount of damage.
Yeah, I'm at 0.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well,
You're not dead. You have to roll a last breath now.
how do I roll last
You
breath?
roll a 2d6 with no modifiers.
I'm gonna fail this.
Wait, don't we
Well,
have
there goes-
Goodbye,
fine.
everyone.
It
don't we have
doesn't matter.
NPCs that can heal him?
No, not that. So he rolls a 5. And Moko is lucky for one reason. As Moko dies, because his blood is just flowing out. In his hand, or in his pouch, he falls back on it, and you hear a crack. And you
I
rewind
know what's about to happen.
5 minutes in the past.
All right, so
Yeah.
As you were
nobody knows what happens but
No.
me, right?
correct, you're the only person, and pretty much you fall, and you are now back at the door, suggesting you're about to have your plan to go in.
All right, everybody, stand back. I've got this.
And also, that thing shattered, Moko. It's gone.
Okay. Woo!
I ask him why does. I ask him. He looks a little pale. I ask him what's wrong.
A little pale. No, you wouldn't tell if anything looks different. Like, man, I just have a wicked case of deja vu. I'm gonna take my torch out. I'm gonna close the door, and I'm gonna light the door on fire.
Okay, so the door, it's going to take a couple minutes, because it's a fucking, just wood fucking thick door, so it just...
Don't. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna take out the can of gasoline or kerosene or whatever I use for lamps and accelerate that out of my dungeon pack.
Okay, so you pull that out of your dungeon pack to consume one use, and you pour it along, what, just at the door or along the edges, or how do you
I
do
just
it?
kind of like splash. I like pour it in front of me, and then I just kind of like throw the can into the room, light it, and close the door.
Okay, so the door, it starts to light on fire, and you're all just sitting out there enjoying the blaze, and Harry looks at, we needed answers. Why
Fuck
did you
that.
do that?
I already know where we're going.
Where are we going?
The White Wolf.
How do you... The White Wolf? What's
white-
he have to do with this?
Oh, he's got everything to do with this.
How do you know?
Let's just say a time traveling friend told me.
Oh. You're
Uh,
gonna need to explain that a bit in the future. For now, okay.
we all kind of look at him awkwardly, like time travel.
Okay. So the house starts to light on fire, and it's starting to burn, and as that happens, out the back you hear a.
This thing better be on fire, motherfucker.
What do you guys do?
Knew that was gonna happen. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go to the back, aren't we?
I'm gonna yell, "Come back, you coward!"
And it just screams.
Oh, right, because it's out in the daylight.
It is.
Yep, it's fucked.
So it's just
I
running, but you guys can't. You guys can't see it.
Save you.
Is it gonna die?
I don't know.
Probably.
You guys probably should go find out.
All right, well, I chase after it.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the screams.
Okay, so you follow the screams, and as you go around the side of the mayor's house, you see this thing running. It is on fire, and it's looking for shade. And it runs, since it's running towards the gate, there's nowhere really for it to hide. So it goes and runs, and it ends up under a tree just outside of town, in the shade.
Oh, it's trapped under a tree.
I just want to hurl a dagger at it.
I'm gonna throw an axe
Throw
at
it-
it. till it
throw it.
dies.
All right, both of you roll a volley, please.
Oh, yeah, this thing's gonna fucking die.
Okay, so Abraham, roll your damage, and then you must choose an option, Soren.
Fucking take damage,
It's what put myself in danger, losing ammo, or
You can put yourself to hit it. You can either put yourself in the shade put yourself in danger. You can spend an ammo, which means you shoot or throw an additional dagger. And what's the last option? I don't remember.
do 1d6 or less damage. I think.
Take your pick.
Take the 1d6.
I'll put myself in danger. I'm full HP.
Okay, so you walk into the shadows as you throw this thing. Please deal your damage.
That was a bad decision.
What? So it's just my 1d.
Your D, whatever your D. I think
Eight.
D8. Yes.
No.
All right. I choose. Well, this is happening. I choose to defend Soren.
So you did follow. Okay.
Roll.
So
So
you
you back into the shade as well.
So you see, you saw Soren do that. So I'll give you the defend because pretty much what's going to happen is you throw this. The vampire smacks your dagger out of the way and just starts charging, and it's about to jump on you. And Bard jumps in the way, like slides in. Roll your defend.
Slash 2d6 plus 1. Bam! Yeah!
13. All right, so you gain 3 hold. What do you
Alright.
do? You have 3 options you can use for defend.
How do you roll so well? Teach me.
I don't know, man. Alright, so have the attack, open up the attacker to an ally, deal damage to the attacker equal to your level, or redirect the attack. And I get 3 of these, and I
You
can
have
just
3.
hold them. And,
As long as you're defending Soren, you hold that 3.
well, what's Soren's HP and armor stuff?
1 armor and 18 HP.
Okay. Can't really heal myself, so I don't think I'm going to redirect the attack. But I think I'm going to definitely have the attack and open up the attacker to,
You can give him a +1 forward.
yeah, against
Okay.
it.
So here's how it goes then. Go ahead and roll a D8 plus 5, Soren. That's how much
Okay.
damage you take, and you take half of that. We'll round down.
Oh my lord, dude.
You take 7 damage.
So well.
Wait, wouldn't he take 6? Rounding
Because
down.
armor.
You're right. It's 6 damage. Oh, you actually take 5 damage and along
5
with the
damage.
armor. So you take 5 damage. And how this worked was this vampire was coming to slice down on you, and Bart slides in the way and just punches the fist up in the air, and it just nicks you instead of destroying you.
Ugh, it still hurts though.
And it now it left it open when Bard did that, and you have a +1 to your next move. What do you do, Soren?
Hack and slash.
Make a
With
hack and slash plus an
dagger and
additional
one.
1.
Towards his lunge towards his abdomen.
Okay. Go ahead and roll hack and slash plus an additional 1 for this. So it's your plus strength plus 1.
So 10.
So 10.
Yes.
So you stab into this thing right towards his heart. Roll your damage, please.
Come on, man.
One, not a 1. Not a 1, please.
Yeah.
So you stab this thing right in the heart, and it just screams his hands in the air and just turns to dust.
Nice.
Without silver?
Yes, Malcolm, without silver.
Wow. Alright.
And that vampire is now dead.
Alright, I'm gonna go help Soren up.
You know what I realized is that fucking Bard was actually still charmed that whole time, you son of a bitch.
No, he got
Oh, right, yeah, he wasn't charmed anymore, right.
Time
Damn it.
wound it so.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna take a quick break after actually that fight, because I need a minute to recuperate and decide what I'm gonna have them do next. So, we're gonna take 5 minutes, and then we'll be back, and we will continue on for another hour or so, roughly.
Without
I
silver.
not high five Soren, but I like grab his hand in mine and like clench his fist like, yeah, nice.
Fuck yeah.
You guys don't know how
Alright.
to do a handshake, and then I show a handshake between me and Henry. That looks amazingly awesome. and you're all-
It's a more advanced version of the lumberjack one.
Oh god.
No need to overcompensate for something.
Alright, and we will be back. And we are back. So the group has just murdered a vampire out of cold blood for no reason whatsoever, because Mocha didn't actually die,
Yep.
and our Bard wasn't actually charmed.
Nope.
None of that really happened.
Nope.
So he
Our
can feel
Bard was
lucky
like
that he
God.
had that item from last game, or he'd be making a new character right now.
Yep.
Good times.
Yep.
So, we come back. Henry goes, he looks at Abraham. He goes, people you're with, they're not too bad. They took out a vampire.
It's alright. Bart, he's shaping up. He's a bit soft still. He'll harden up eventually.
Vampire, man. Is this the first one, or they done it with you a couple times?
Vampires? That's always been a solo thing. You know, I respond to your letters.
Yeah, that's true. I understand that. Well, I didn't find anything really in the den too much. I wouldn't mind going back with other people and searching deeper. I didn't want to go too far alone in case there's more than just, vampires. But why don't we search the city, see if we can find any kind of clues, and go from there.
Yeah. Hey, about these white wolves, what more can you tell me about them?
White wolves. The one you fought was the alpha, which it got away. That's probably one of the biggest problems. It's now, from what I can tell, is they group up with other creatures, vampires, your werewolves. Sometimes they serve them, sometimes those creatures serve them. The one we were going against, I don't know his name yet, unless you can recall it. Unless you learned it while you were fighting it.
Let's spout that lore.
Go ahead.
8.
So, I don't actually recall the name. I don't have a name for him. So, what name do you wish to give the alpha?
Thaddeus Cornwall.
Thaddeus.
You named a wolf Thaddeus Cornwall?
Yeah.
I'm naming the wolf can be named Thaddeus. His last name's not going. He doesn't have a last name.
Fine. Thaddeus Whitefang.
Whitefang acceptable.
Does he have like one white bang, or is that just the name you gave?
So, but I do know they've been collecting more and more groups of people, and from what at least before I came down here, is that they were massing an army or something like that. Not sure where or what for, but this is probably the biggest clue I've seen. This entire town's gone. My guess, maybe they transformed them all into vampires. They're going to use them for something.
Then
That's
we
my
need
guess.
to go and purge them from this existence.
I've purged a lot of them in their den. They may have another one, but why don't we look around town, see if there's anything else going on? See if we
Do
can
you
get
have
a
any
clue.
tiles, Henry? I need to collect some ashes for future study.
Yeah, he pulls out of his adventure pack, tosses you a vial.
Excellent. I'm gonna go collect those ashes for the vampire.
Alright, vampire ashes. Go ahead and just do that. Maybe I'll make it into an item. It does something. So,
Since I'm like right over the pile of whatever's left of the vampire
Yeah.
that remains, can I do like a loot
you
roll?
yep.
You want to roll the loot? All right, go.
Oh
ahead.
no, never mind. I want my bard friend Bartok to roll the loot.
Yeah,
He's
gonna
right
roll
next to me and
one
he
on this,
defended
and
me.
You're gonna fail.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna fail.
Yeah.
This.
Go ahead
Alright, what am
and
I
roll
rolling?
a D8 plus 5.
D8 plus 5, and you're gonna get a 6.
Let's see here. What else does it have? An 8.
Close enough.
Okay. You find on him a gem.
Alright.
Blood red. Please roll 2d6. It's about the size of your fist.
Shit, man.
It
This
is
is clearly seeable.
worth. It is seeable, yes. It is worth 400 coins.
Jeez.
08.
You want to pick that up, Soren?
Yeah, I'll just pocket it and put it in my.
Soren, as you
Ouch.
pick it up, you notice that this gem kind of looks like the gem that you have, but it doesn't really speak to you or capture your eye as much.
Do I see this at all?
You just see him pick it up. I mean, I'm sure you went to collect the ashes, so as you're collecting the ashes, you see them grab the gem.
Hey, that's a pretty big gem. It looks kind of blood red. Maybe you should have Henry take a quick look at that. It did belong to a vampire, and he is quite the expert.
Speaking of gems and looking at them, hey Abraham, you know that gem you got earlier?
Uh-huh, what about it?
Do you think you can hold it out for me? I can take a look at it.
After I finish what I'm doing and we get to a safer place, I'll let you see it out of my hand.
Okay. So are you guys going to look in the rest of the town?
Heck yeah, I'm going to the general store and reading that shit. What's in there?
Is that loot on?
Let's see here. Go ahead and roll. I don't want to give you guys too high of an item, potentially. Go ahead and roll me a 1d10, Moko. This is what you guys find in town. Roll me 3 of them.
Oh, I was gonna say, you said there's empty ships, right? I'd rather go check the ships, like
Okay.
on the docks.
Well, why don't you... Okay.
There you go. So I got a 5, a 1, and a 7.
And Soren, roll me a 1d10 also.
Go ahead, I'll let Soren do that.
Oh my lord.
Okay. You find... Let's see. Oh, this is actually perfect. Moko, you find a few coins over in the general store. Please roll me a 2d8, and that's how many coins you find.
I find 9
You
coins.
find 9 coins. You also find... I'm actually only going to count one of your other numbers because I want Bartok to roll something also. So Bartok, roll me a d10, please. And then, Moko, you find, let's see, a 7 or a 5. Moko, roll me a 1d100, please. And Bartok, roll me a 1d100.
Please don't get the 66. Oh, thank God.
68. So 68 and a 78. Okay, 68. Okay, Moko, you find a rod while you are checking, like in the general store. There's a rod. It's completely white, peerless white. with 2 gold tips to it. Nothing super fancy about it, but you feel like this could be a great item to hold on to. And then, Bartok, you find a monocle. A monocle. It literally hold up to your eye, and what do you do with it once you find it? Let's go with that, actually.
It weighs nothing, I assume.
It weighs nothing. It's a monocle.
I mean, I might
Wear
as
it.
well.
Oh!
I'm not.
You're officially a sorcerer now, or a wizard.
Yeah,
You put
he
that
hands me
on.
the staff, and I put on the monocle. I'm a wizard. Yeah.
I'm a wizard.
Okay, I'll pick it up.
Okay, do you do anything with it? Just put it in your bag, you wear it, what do you do?
Put it on.
You say it's a monocle. I'm gonna look through it to see if I see
Okay.
anything weird.
It's the lens of truth.
What are you looking at? Are you just staring off in the distance? Are you staring at something? What are you doing?
I'm gonna look at Abraham.
Okay. Okay, Abraham, he's staring at you through this monocle, and your legs go weak and you fall over.
Really?
Whoa.
Like, oh,
He stared at you for a good 45 seconds.
I'm gonna point my golden eye and say bang and point it at him.
Nothing happens
I don't know.
with your rod.
All right. All right. I stopped looking through the monocle
All right.
and just kind
Do you look at anything else in the monocle or no?
of. I real quick yell at. I yell at Abraham. What are you doing? Because he just fell over, and I don't. At this point, I'm not going to be like, "Oh, this monocle's magic." I'm just going to be like, "Hey,
decided to take a nap.
Abraham, why'd you fall over?"
Of course. It takes
All right.
Take a nap.
I look
Sorry.
over at.
Work, you know.
I look over at Jan and see what happens with him.
All right. How long do you look at him for?
60 seconds at least.
He
Okay.
died. Thanks,
He-
asshole.
Jan falls over and goes, "My legs. I can't move them. I don't feel them anymore."
I stop looking through the monocle.
Okay.
You asshole.
So Jan's complaining for about a minute, and he's like, "I feel them again," and he gets up.
So I have a monocle that can impair movement. Sounds good.
No, not necessarily. That's not actually what it does. That's what you think it does. So that's all you know so far.
So I'm gonna go ask my friend Henry. Henry, what is this? What do you think this thing does? Is this gonna help us in our fight against vampires?
To be honest, I don't think so. It may help you in other ways, possibly, but
Do you know what it is?
you,
I'm
to be
asking
honest, you're probably going to
specifically to him.
spout your lore. Go ahead and spout lore. We'll see what he knows. A 7. He goes, "I've heard of these things before. They're not typically on this floor. They're usually in the higher ups, in the 17 or 18 floors, maybe even the 16th one with all the grand mages."
Oh, this I would know them because I'm from that floor.
Yes, but necessarily you only rolled 7, so I'm only giving you some information. He goes, "I don't remember what it does, but I know it can make you either immune to something or
Make me immune
allow
to
you to resist certain things. I don't remember what it does though.
Mm.
They also have other qualities to them too, but they don't really affect protecting you in a sense."
Okay.
I will definitely have to keep this for the future.
I want to check to see if this monocle thing is specific, if there's anything weird. So I walk up to Soren and I say, "Hey, look through this for a second." And
So what do you look at?
I would look at
Don't you dare say Abraham.
Bartok. He handed it to me.
Look at Bartok.
I'll
Bartok?
look at Bartok.
Your legs feel weak and you fall over and then a minute later you're able to stand up again.
all right. So I've got 3. Okay. So I know what this thing does, but I don't know what it does.
You think you know what it does, yes.
I take it back and I tell him, it seems so far when you look through this, the target or whatever you're looking at's legs are impaired until you stop looking at it. And I kind of just move it, I just kind of hold it in my hand, looking at it, see if I notice any weird markings. But it's just a normal looking monocle.
Yes, it's just a normal looking monocle. Make sure you guys add those items to your character
right.
sheets, please.
So if this seems safe,
Well, actually, we're still not done. We still have Soren.
Soren, you better get some sexy loot, my friend.
So
Oh,
Soren, he already rolled. He rolled a 2. So Soren, while you're in the shipping area or the fishing area, you come upon in one of the little dinghy boats another gem about as big as your fist, blood red. But this one almost looks like it's speaking to you. Not like the one you found on the vampire. This one's completely different. It looks the same, but it feels different. And that's what you find.
I'll just wait. It's the same color, but
It's the same gem or the same type of one you found when you were with Sari.
okay.
It's the same exact kind of gem.
The one you killed because you're an asshole.
I'll pocket it and not tell anyone that I found it.
Okay, cool. So that is what you find. So Henry kind of comes to you guys and goes, "You guys find anything interesting besides your little rod and monocle?"
Running out of weight.
The gem's worth 0 weight. Don't worry about it. There's no weight on it.
Dad.
Hold on a second.
Anything interesting him what this rod is by holding it out.
Choose an area next to you. When you first encounter an important creature, item, or location, your call, covered by bardic lore, you can ask the GM any one question about it. The GM will answer truthfully. The GM may then ask you tale, song, or legend of bardic.
What do you wish to ask then?
What does this
rod do?
This rod is... Where's my sheet? It is 68. An ageless rod. While you are wielding this rod, you cannot age, and you are immune to the effects of... the effects that alter time.
Okay, let me have a...
So you cannot age, and like the time warp thing wouldn't have affected you if you would have had this prior to that point.
Oh, thank God.
That is what you found.
So can't age and what?
He cannot age, and he's immune to effects that alter time.
So, is that perception of time as well? So if I get charmed and someone's like, or like, whatever, and they're like, put me in a separate reality, it moves to time?
No, because that's a dimension, not time.
All right.
If they send you back in time or slow time, no, it would not work that way.
Who's gonna send me back in time? There's nobody who can do that.
There could be a dragon I send you back in time for because it'd be
A
hilarious.
dragon's gonna try to send me back in time. Would be like,
Can I?
Go ahead,
Guys,
Tim.
find
Alright,
a time
so-
lord.
So I look at it, and my eyes grow wide, and I look up at Abraham and tell him that he's holding the staff of.
Time.
No. I'm trying to think of the name. I'm trying to think of the name of a person. Let's go with.
Doctor. Doctor Who.
But
Time
he
Lord.
time travel. This is anti-time travel.
I'm trying to
And
think of the name right now.
dimensional.
It's fine. I mean, it's just an ageless rod is what I have it listed as.
I know, but I wanted to add story into this.
Iroquois
I wanted a
Pliskin.
cool name.
Go ahead.
Iroquois Pliskin.
Just find
If
some
you don't
names
know who that
here, guys.
is, I'll tell you who
Alright.
that is.
I tell him about the story about the. No one knows his real name, but he was called the Old Wizard, and he was known of having a staff that stopped him from aging, and also nothing about time could affect him, and that's his staff.
Wonderful.
Why was-
I'm going
why
to
was
kind
he
of
the
tuck it
old
into my
wizard?
bag, so I'm kind of technically wielding it at all times.
Wizard
Yeah.
because he could never age, and so he was old, but like he had the staff, so he was always old.
Right, it's when he found it was when he was like 70.
Oh, okay, understandable.
Saxby, how much is this thing worth?
I don't have a value on it, but I would say it's invaluable.
Priceless.
It's pretty much priceless, yes. All magic items in this game in general are going to be priceless.
So I
Saxby,
tell him this
you gotta put that
information, and I wait for his response.
Wonderful. I'm going to kind of like tie it to my arm. So I'm technically always wielding it.
If it's in your bag, it would count. That's fine. But if you want
Okay,
to tie
it's going to sit in my bag, so I'm always wielding it. I'm never going to age.
as long as it's on your person.
Does that affect sleep and the perception of sleep time?
No, it just you cannot age.
Cool.
You
I'm
can't
not
age,
aging.
and you're not
It's
affected by
set
something that
back
alters
forward
time. Something that alters time you are not affected by. So
you
forward
mean-
times, backward times,
We enter a time zone where everybody moves at half speed. We're like,
like a slow time effect, you would not be affected.
I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are you guys
Stab,
doing?
stab, 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 stab. Yes.
I mean, it
And
looks
in
like
my
it's really
stories,
fast.
in the stories, the last I heard, he was alive, and his staff is here. So I guess we can just assume the worst.
Hey, does anybody have a time alter spell?
No.
I need to
I
find
don't.
something that alters time and slows the passage of time so I can move really fast.
All right, ageless rod. So the ageless rod, the person who had it was still a supposedly alive rumor.
Yeah,
Alright,
we
cool.
don't know if he's alive or dead.
Cool. All right, so we have those, and then Henry comes up and goes, well, it doesn't seem like there's anything here since all we found were those couple little trinkets you boys got.
All right,
So
let's burn the town down. There's no reason to have a town here.
Henry looks at you. He goes, Abraham, that's not the way I taught you, man. You know that if the city's here, more people can populate it. It can come back to how it was. Civilization. That's what it's about, right?
It's about balance,
We
man.
don't- we don't- we don't-
Town.
We
Talked
don't.
about- right?
We
Talked about
don't
balancing that
burn.
earlier.
We don't burn civilization. You know that.
Speaking,
We let
of
nature take its course in
I
that
know.
sense.
My lumberjack lore.
Yeah.
Is there needs to be a balance between civilization and nature. If there's nobody populating this town, then it needs to go. The town needs to go, and then nature needs to take its place. Because that places my character earlier. There's a balance between civilization and nature. An empty civilization is too much civilization and needs to be replaced by nature.
Please keep in mind that some of these things are stone, so not everything will burn.
All right, I'm going to burn what I
Not,
can.
not only that, forest fire is a thing.
Yeah, but they
Not
cleared
burn on the
around. It's a clearing around the town. It's not
There
going
is
to burn.
always a clearing, yeah.
Yeah, they're not
Okay.
gonna, the town will burn, and that'll be it.
So if you guys are going to let him burn it, Henry goes, you made a convincing point. So let's let nature take it back.
Burn in the town, and then nature can do whatever the hell it wants with it.
So the town goes up.
Nobody's objecting. Burning it.